Hey everyone, Overfletch here, and welcome back to another Fletch Rambles video. If you haven't watched the last one, it was about the Runescape month ahead for the month of March, so I'll go ahead and leave that in the description below in the playlist so you can go check it out, or check out some of the old ones. Anyways, what's up in today's ramble? Because today we're all talking about the title, which is Why My Name is Overfletch. Before we get into the big discussion, every week that we have a straw poll, I like to include the results of the straw poll. And this week, or last week, the straw poll was: do you prefer the Fletch Rambles with or without music? And just by a margin of 4%, with music won the poll. However, I think I accidentally skewed the poll itself, which is kind of sad. So the reason I think I skewed it is because I accidentally messed up some editing on the last video and accidentally made the music a tad too loud. I mean, probably a decent bit too loud. And I know that happened. I was kind of in a rush last week to leave and do some things, and I kind of just uploaded without really taking the triple checking, and I kind of messed it up. So, oh well. I didn't really want to re-upload because I couldn't re-upload for a couple of days. So by the time I could, I was like, is it really worth re-uploading after like 3 or 4 days? So decided not to. But yeah, I think that skewed the poll, and I'm gonna be making the executive decision right now to just not do music for a little while in the rambles. And the main reason is, one, because of that, because of trying to fine tune the volume. That's not really the main point though. The real reason is I got also a fair few comments and messages about the music type, a type of music, about how they're saying that they do not like the music that was played, and I can understand that. I can really understand that. And one thing you guys gotta understand, speaking of for music in general, is that I can't personally play copyrighted music on these rambles because either they can put copyright strikes on my videos or even so much as my channel, leaving that stuff up, and that's just not a good thing. So always, that's one thing about it, is you have to use, if I want to use music, especially for a long period of time like that, I must use non-copyrighted music, which some people might not like the style of music. Well, I personally like it, but I try to put myself in the shoes of people who do not like the type of music, and I was thinking in my head, think of something I really like, and then trying to adding music that I don't want to listen to added to it. I can 100% understand people's concerns, and for that reason, right now I'm just not going to put any music. If you guys really are like really sad about it, then I would suggest just getting some music of your own and just playing it in the background. Like if it's really gonna like damper the music, the rambles right now. And speaking of rambles, if you guys have watched like earlier rambles, you would know where my inspiration from the rambles came from, and they're actually from an Ironman named Lelidor over on Old School. He's actually ranked one on Old School Ironman, and he does his, I think they're called Iron Rambling. I think it's Iron Rambling, and I watch those pretty much like religiously as soon as they come out. And like him doing it was actually the reason that motivated me to do rambles. And I've always kind of preached this, is that like the best way to do something on YouTube, and probably a lot of other places, is to find someone else who's done it successfully and figure out why they've done it successfully. Maybe even try to figure out some things that you could do better than them. And especially a place like YouTube, a platform like this, it's so easy to be able to find other people who are your, not really your competition, but who are other people who are doing what you want to do, basically, and doing it right, and be able to fine tune their stuff. Oh, that was kind of a ramble right there. Of course it is. Fletch, it's your own freaking ramble series. Jeez. So enough of that. The straw poll for this week. Like I said, I won't be doing straw polls every week, guys. I don't want to make you guys go, oh, another one I have to click on. I only want to do straw polls whenever I need them, and I need something from you guys, or I want something, of course. So the straw poll for this week is going to be asking, how do you guys feel about me bringing on potential guests to for the Fletch Rambles? And it would be anything from, it could be something as simple as asking someone to come on and talk about some updates that are happening, or someone to come on and talk about maybe a good story or a good, just something. And I really personally really want to bring on some guests, but I want to know what you guys' opinion are. I already have a few guests in mind. I have not asked anyone specifically. I know if there's a few YouTubers I want to bring on, and I bet they would, honestly. I know the people I'm thinking on my head, I feel like they would actually come on. So, if anything, it would be limited at about one a week, one person a week maximum. So one ramble, like maybe if I do 2 rambles a week, which I haven't done in a while, because I want to do like one news related and one story sort of related, story driven. Let's call it that. Story driven ramble a week. And this week it's only going to be one ramble because I don't think there's enough updates this week to be able to give it its own ramble. So I'm just kind of jumping, like putting it in here. So yeah, the ramble or the straw poll again is like, how do you guys feel about me bringing on special or guests? Yeah, special guests. And it doesn't have to just be YouTubers. Keep it in mind. If I like, maybe it was like a high-ranking player, high-ranking somebody, maybe I would add them also. But it'll probably be YouTubers for a little while. Probably some other people. Probably some other Ironman YouTubers, creators, talking about some good stuff. Other than that, I'm also going to hop into a little bit of RuneScape news, and then we're going to jump into the topic of today. You guys know how it is. The big thing that really happened this week was, other than like some patches and some other good stuff like that, was the name releases, and oh boy, again, Jagex is just kind of dropping the ball, I want to call it, honestly. But dropping the ball on freaking name releases, man. Like, wake up, name hoarders are just stealing all the names. I mean, personally, I don't really care. There's no names I want, honestly, to be frank with you guys. I was looking. There's nothing I really want, so it doesn't matter to me. People still like take names, but I just kind of find it a mess, honestly. But it seems like it's kind of getting better, so that's all we can hope for, to get it better and make them kind of I don't know. Is it kind of sad that sometimes I just feel like Jagex won't do the right thing the first time always? What are you gonna do? It's not my company. It's not my team. And I guess sometimes it's kind of hard to be able to figure out what you're gonna do when you're just posting something out, or I don't know. I'm not the person who runs the things. Personally, I know I would mess up, so oh well, it's human nature. And that's about it for that. I also wanted to quickly mention some patch notes, just because that's really all that happened this week. One thing is, I think I discussed it. Yeah, I discussed in my completion series about the loved up loot beam looking really small, and it's now bigger, which is awesome. I have not really tested it myself, but I hope it is a little bit better. And there really wasn't too much other than that. There was some like ninja fixes. Oh yeah, there was this thing. In the combat settings, you can now toggle NPCs and players to hidden. So let's see what happens when I do that. Okay. So it seems like, so I go over there, look at a solo Gondor. Hold on, let's look at him. Maybe that's out in the wilderness? I'm assuming that's the wilderness. Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay, attack option. Okay, it is attack. Oh, I'm so smart. It's attack option settings. Wow. Sorry, Gondor. I can't kill you right now. I wish I could, but I mean, look what you're wearing. You know you want me to kill you. So, I think guess I would leave that left clickable. Nah, I'd leave that left click, I guess. I don't really care to peek at anybody. But that's a cool thing, especially NPCs. If it's like an old school, you might be able to just leave it hidden and start AFKing some Arty Knights or something at low levels. That actually sounds like a good idea, to be honest. Yeah, there's a lot of updates that old school has that like I really want. Speaking of, old school was talking in the old school Q&A, they were talking about adding a feature that I really want. Emote clue scrolls no longer require. Okay, never mind. Sorry. Oh, that is a good patch. Emote clue scrolls, which require no items equipped, will now ignore auras. That's such a good update. So there was one emote clue in, what is this, Moritania Swamp? Yeah, I guess that's what you want to call it. And it asked you to remove everything, get naked for it. I mean, like, come on, you gotta want to die me first. Clue scrolls before you try to do that, man. So it would, you had to take off everything, and that sucked because you had to take off an aura. So let's just say you're doing a Slayer task, and then you get a hard clue scroll, and you're like, okay, I'll go do the clue scroll, and then you get that emote clue. You got to take off your aura. That's pretty dumb. So thankfully, Jagex was like, yeah, this is pretty dumb. We'll take it off. And you can also check your account history with Hans. Okay, I don't even know why I'm discussing this. I don't really care about the patch notes. Only one I care about is the Attuned Crystal Teleport Seed. That was actually really awesome. I love that. I broke down all my Attuned Crystal Teleport Seeds. I got like 20 facet components. But I don't really want to talk about patches. I don't know why. I just keep reading them. God, what was I talking about earlier? I think I've one-upped myself. I legit rambled myself so much, I don't remember what I was talking about earlier. And I guess I'm just going to jump into the actual main story time of today. Because I don't honestly remember what I was talking about. Maybe I'll talk about it later. Maybe if it was irrelevant. Whatever. I mean, I could listen back, but I don't care enough. So, we're going to talk about today's little topic. How to get the name Overfletch. And you might be like, yeah, you probably like, guess you like the skill and you made a name. Like, yeah, it's not really it. So, trying to think how far I need to go back without giving you guys my like entire in the beginning there was me like story. So let's see. Okay, that's a good part to start. So, like any kid, or yeah, kid, young teenager, probably the kid age, I guess. Playing RuneScape on and off, and I don't remember exactly what happened, but I think I actually got my account phished. I think I actually went to a wrong like a phishing website, and I think I accidentally put in my YouTube my account not my YouTube like put my account information in, and I was like, I don't even know. I'm trying to think, when would this be, like 2010, like when I was 12? I think when I was 12, I think I accidentally put in my details. It was either that or I got hacked some other way. But my RuneScape account got hacked. And this is, I think, early-ish summer. And I was just like, man, screw RuneScape. I don't care if my account got hacked. I'm just going to go play Call of Duty like the 12-year-old I am. So I did. I played some Call of Duty. And you know what? It was actually a good time. I'll tell you guys that. But, and then I think another month went by. I think about August, because I think like I was playing the entire summer, and then I think about a month or so later, I'm like, I said, I really don't know the dates. I'm just kind of guesstimating. I was like, hey, I want to play RuneScape again. And I'm like, oh yeah, my account got hacked. So I put a recovery ticket or whatever you want to call it. It's a Jagex support, and I was like, hey, my account got hacked. Can I please have my account back? And I think a couple of days later, not even a couple of days, maybe 48 hours or so, Jagex support responded to my email, said, yes, you are the rightful owner. You are the father. And I'm like, I mean, I'm not. I'm an Ironman, but okay. So I got my account back. That was awesome. And first thing I noticed was like when it's in my bank and there was a green cash deck. I'd never seen 10 mil before. I was freaking out. Like I told my friend, I was like, "Oh my god, I'm rich. I have 10 mil, man." Like I'm free. Like I was freaking out. I was the happiest kid ever, man. What's that? 7 years? Yeah, 2010ish, 2009. Like I don't really remember. I just know it's about there. But like I was so happy that I had so much money, and I was like, "Wow, I can't believe it." Oh, I think I actually I have a picture to show you guys. Let me look. Okay, so I found a screenshot of something that actually helps me with this situation I'm talking to you guys right now about. So I do believe the account was still hacked around the summertime, and I got the account a couple months later. And when I got the account back, I did tell you guys about the 10 mil cash. And I'll put a picture on the screen right now, or in a little bit. I'll post a picture soon, which will you guys will understand. But being the noob I was, I went ahead and bought some things. I don't really know the prices, but like I said, I think I spent that 10 mil pretty fast. And I got myself 99. Well, no, I got myself a Abyssal Whip. I got myself like a Dragon Med Helm, Dragon Plate legs. I got myself a what is it called? Verax plate, Verax body. I can't remember the thing. Like Brassard, right now. And I got that because I was like, Barrels items, that's so cool. And like a whip, that's so cool. And all of that. And this guy like, they said the guy put 10 mil on my account and he was training my stats. And the weird thing was this guy left my at 98 fletching. I'd never had a skill like above 70, I believe. I don't really know the stats of the account at that time, which really sucks. But I know, like I said, I know I did not do 99 fletch. I was like, wait, what? I have a skill that's 98. And I told my friend like, well, I got my account back and that's 98 fletching. So I went ahead and grinded that last 1.2 million XP, and I think I spent like the week on it. And now I probably could have do that in a day, which is so interesting. Well, especially like the method I'm doing. I'm talking about. Of course, like XP rates, I could easily get that in like an hour with broads, like double XP week, and get that pretty much in an hour, or less. But I was just talking about doing the method I was doing. I probably could do it in like two days now, and I got that like over a week. And I remember being so happy, and I did that like 99 party with one of my real life friends, and I was like, oh my god, 99 fletching, and oh, that was so funny. So seeing that account is just kind of like some nostalgia back in my mind. That kind of brought my appreciation to the skill, and I actually started training fletching post the 99 because it was to me I was just kind of like, I didn't really deserve the 99, and I didn't really train this girl. I didn't get to appreciate it, and it was kind of funny to me being able to train the skill past 99 gave me some appreciation that I probably would not have had before that. Like there's no way I would have had that, and And after I stopped playing that account and I then moved on to the account that is now called Overfletch, I got a lot of appreciation. And actually, I think I got 99 fletching pretty fast on Overfletch as well. I can't remember what 99 was first on Overfletch. I don't really know. I can't tell you guys. But I know fletching was early. And that was a very, very I don't know, kind of a nostalgic thing. I think I've gotten 99 fletching now. Let's see, I've gotten it on that account. I've gotten it on Overfletch. I've gotten it on Old School. I've had it on my Ironman. So I think 4 times now. I might be missing it one more time. I have 200 mil on my main. I had 26 mil in that account, the old account or something. I had like 20 mil or something, and it was like all maples. And I've done like 30 mil maples or so on Overfletch, and I've done so many on my Ironman. And then I did it like all on Old School. You're probably like, why? It's like so inefficient. It's just a chill skill I've always liked. I don't know. I don't know why. What do we even play RuneScape in general? It's it's pretty dumb, but I don't know. I've always had that appreciation, and I also might have a screenshot. I might post you guys somewhere, but I was like, when Old School came out. This isn't part of this ramble, but I was like ranked like 100 or 150. I think it was 150, the highest I ever got on fletching. The first couple days, I got to 90 fletching, and at 90 fletching, I was like, hey, I have a couple mil Old School. These swapping clans started coming out, like these swappy FCs or CCs on Old School, you want to call them. And I was like, wow, I can trade my Old School money for so much money in the main game. And that was actually the reason that I came back to the main game after EOC. But that's another story for another day. Why I actually quit EOC, or I didn't quit because of EOC, but I quit because of something else. That's another story. Might be able to talk about that one another day. But that was actually like fletching. Like you guys have fletching to thank for me being able to be here. I don't know if I honestly don't know if I'd be playing this game if fletching wasn't here. Like, I actually came back to Old School just to fletch. Like, just think about that. I don't know if I would have been playing Old School RuneScape without fletching. So, that's what brought me back to RuneScape 3, and that's what brought me to Ironman mode. I don't know if I'd be playing. I can't say I would. I really don't think I would. So, I got to thank, the fletching skill being the OG it is to allow me to play this game. So that's pretty much the story of why my accounts are always named something with fletching. It's just the satisfaction of seeing that 99 and then working on just training the skill more just to kind of prove myself that I deserved the 99. And after doing it so long, I actually, found the enjoyment of playing it. And I never actually had the name Overfletch until I lost the first account, the account that had the 99 fletching. And then I made a new account and I changed the name on that one to Overfletch. Because I was like, hey, fletching's pretty cool. And, Overfletch makes sense. It was sketchy. And that's why, and it was like the name was born. And also people ask, why is your Ironman name Underfletch when it's, like, you could swap the accounts, swap the account names. And the reason that I don't change Underfletch is that I've been Underfletch on this Ironman since pretty much day one of Ironman mode. And to me, it feels really weird to switch the account names. And I've actually asked this before on my Twitter, and like it was a consensus to not change it. And I'm not going to change it honestly, because I like Overfletch, even though it's a dormant account. I like it keeping its name. Also, it makes it easier so no one can ever try to like scam people and say, I don't know, like maybe one day I accidentally lose the Underfletch name or something, and then someone took that name and tried to scam you guys or scam people that I know. I'd feel hurt if someone did that. So that saves me the effort of that happening. Although speaking of, I've had someone try to like scam my friends, but it wasn't even about YouTube. It was before YouTube. Someone in my old clan, there was a bot or something. We were thinking it was like a bot thing that changed its name to Overfletch with an I instead of an L, and they were trying to scam money out of my account, not of my account, but out of other people, like asking for loans, and I don't really do that. I don't do that. So we knew pretty fast what it was, and then we banned the account out of the clan chat. But that was interesting. I don't think any more fletching related topics discuss except that I do have, let's see, how much XP on this account? 48 million fletching XP. And I was gonna go for 120, and then fletching and YouTube happened, and then now I have like personal quotas to meet with videos, so I don't really have the time for fletching anymore. Honestly, if I didn't do YouTube, I would probably have 120 fletching right now. But my account overall is probably better without the fletching. So fletching was cool. I'll keep all my fletching goals banked. I won't really buy any more broads anymore. I don't find it useful, but I do enjoy it. I do thank fletching, and maybe I'll get my 5th fletching cape on another account sometime soon. So I believe that's gonna wrap it up for the ramble today. It's kind of a shorter ramble, honestly. I don't know if you guys like it this length, if you like it longer. I personally like it longer, but I don't really have much else to talk about today. Another RuneScape stuff coming up. Hopefully there's a good like update coming out soon. I think there's gonna be a secret update this month. You guys might correct me. And also, in the comments below, leave me any suggestions on potential YouTubers if the poll goes well. If the poll doesn't go well, oh well. But leave me some potential names of YouTubers that you might want me to help to collaborate with for some type of rambles. Or if you're potentially even a higher, not I don't want to say higher level, but if you're at least an established YouTuber. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say like you must have X views, must have X subs to contact me. But if you've shown that you can do it, that you're committed and you're not going to just make one video and never do YouTube again, and you potentially want to do a ramble with me, let me know in the comments below, or even just message me, and I would happily consider doing some rambles to some people. I love rambling, and if someone else wants to hop on with me, more power to them. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for listening, and hopefully a new completion series sometime in the next few days. I think this one's going to be later than most of them. I'm going to apologize, but speaking of, that's just kind of been a thing for me right now, is that not the rambles, completion series are taking me longer than usual, and I might be addressing that soon, and I might be doing something about that. Anyways, thank you guys so much for listening, and I will catch you guys later. Take care, everyone.